Hey there, it's Joddie Taylor. Whether you're a first-time listener or it ain't your first rodeo, welcome to Joddie Tried It. This tiny podcast is about my journey of purchasing and trying many professional and personal development tools and resources, such as courses, memberships, subscriptions, templates, and apps. I'll share my honest review, key takeaways, and things you might want to consider to help you make informed decisions about your personal and professional development. Now, time for a quick affiliate disclosure. Some of the links mentioned on Joddie Tried It, either on the show or in the show notes, are affiliate links, and at no additional cost to you, I will earn a commission if you click through and make a purchase. It's a simple way to support the Joddie Tried It podcast, and I only recommend products and services that I genuinely love or believe might be helpful to you. Your trust is important to me. Thank you so much, and without further ado, let's hop on into it. So a few months ago, I had no idea what a PLR was. If you are in the same boat, welcome. I'm still learning, but I thought I would either tell you about it, share it if it's the first time you're hearing, or talk about my experience if you also use PLR done for you digital products. If you don't know what those are, let's talk about it. So PLR, according to Google, do your own due diligence, but Google describes PLR as, it literally stands for private label rights. I'm reading the AI description overview from Google. You may get something else when you type it in. It says it's a licensing agreement that allows someone to purchase a license to modify, distribute, and repurpose content, such as articles, ebooks, videos, white papers, and blog posts. The seller of the rights grants the buyer permission to copy the work and resell it with their name on it. So going back to a few months ago, I had never heard of PLR or done for you. I was familiar with templates because of Canva and places like Creative Market. So a template is, and you know what? I also created my first digital planner with a template, and I'm going to give you that information in a second, the course that I took. No, let's start with that. Okay, so we're actually going to go back a few years and not a few months ago, because I realize now my first exposure to done for you templates was with Michelle Rohr and Amy Yohanan. You may be familiar with their products and services, and that was the digital planner template kit. So the template was already there. What I did, what everyone did who bought this course, is still available. I'll put the link in the show notes. Was you got the digital planner template kit, you opened it up and followed along with the course. I changed the colors, I changed a lot of things around. So it was still the template, but I didn't just, sell the template as they gave it to me, which would have been impossible. It was like the bones or the mannequin. And I dressed it up by adding my own font, my own designs, my own colors, and just dressed it up. And I'll put the links in the show notes for the digital planner that I created using this template. And there were many folks, there still are many folks who've purchased this digital planner template kit. And it never ceases to amaze me how you can make it look like make the same template look so different just by changing the font and changing like certain things. It's a time saver. If you're not comfortable, like I wasn't comfortable, I'm still not comfortable with creating a digital planner from scratch. This is for you because it allows you to fast track and get something for sale on Etsy or another platform, or even if you just want to use it for yourself and you want to customize your own digital planner. So I didn't know it was called PLR or done for you, but this is basically what it was. Now, always read, do your due diligence and always read what is this commercial use? Is it personal use? Can I repackage this just as it is? Ask those questions. If it's not clear, don't get in trouble. It should be clear in the FAQs, and they'll tell you straight up whether it's Michelle and Amy or another seller. Yes, you can change this around and sell your own digital planner. No, you cannot repackage this course and sell it. No, you cannot just take this template and resell this template. So there are distinctions, so just be careful there. We want to respect the creators and, do the right thing. So just keep that in mind. So now that I'm recording this episode, I realized this was my first experience, but at that time I had never heard of a PLR or done for you digital product or anything like that. So I'm going to give you another example more recent. I took Ken Solomon's course, Principles to Courses, and she goes through, and this is a mini course, she goes through using PLR or commercial use and how you can buy something that's done for you, a template for a principle, and turn that into a course. So I also took her course, Marketplace Superstar, and I did use a principle, my own principle actually, not a PLR. I did use a principle to create a course. So it works. This framework does indeed work. I'll put links for everything that I'm mentioning in the show notes. I think more eloquently than I'm doing right now. I'm not like being disparaging of my efforts, but if you want a mini course that's going to walk you through PLR and commercial use and how you can take that and turn it into a course, I recommend Ken's courses. Joddie tried it. I recommend that particular mini course. And if you want to I'll do a full episode on her Marketplace Superstar course, but I'll put the link in the show notes if you're curious now. If you want to create your very own Udemy course, I did it and you can do it too. Joddie tried it. Look forward to that episode. Okay, let's get back to my experiences using PLR and why you might want to use PLR done for you. So let's talk about you first. So if you don't have time, you're not confident, or you just want to make things quicker, you want to get something up on Etsy or get something up on your website or create a freebie or something for your audience, PLR done for you templates are a good way to go. Let's talk about the other product I created using templates. Well, there's more than one, but I'm going to stick to two for this episode. The second is my self-care Stay Fit journal. I started out on Canva, but I just could not. I had everything that I wanted to put into a template, but I couldn't find exactly what I wanted on Canva. So I went on Etsy and I typed in PLR done for you self-care, and a bunch of things came up with commercial use that I could use and I don't want to say manipulate, but I could use and change up. Like I changed up the font, I changed up which pages I would use. I'm looking for the exact, here it is, the exact one that I purchased. So it's been a while. Here we go. So this one has 70 pages and I probably used 20 or 30 pages. So I didn't use everything in here, and this is a great example of using what you need. So it says you can change, it's editable in Canva. Funny enough, I couldn't find what I wanted in Canva, but I ended up buying this template in Etsy and I think it was on sale. It's $10 now, but I feel like I got it for less at the time. It says modify, rebrand, and resell. You can change text, colors, graphics, and elements. And so I took again, maybe 30 pages from this and not in order. Like you can change it around the way you want. And then I also ended up using some of the templates on Canva. So this was truly in the end, like my own creation. Even if you bought the same template and use the same templates on Canva, we would have different fonts and we would put different assets or different elements, meaning like stickers, photos, graphics. It's just different. But having the template really, really helped me because I stopped being like, oh, decision fatigue. Which template should I pick? I can't find what I want. And I tried manipulating some things in Canva. It just wasn't working. So I can recommend Etsy. I think that's a good place to look for PLR, commercial use. Again, always check the licensing agreement. And if you have any questions, if it's not clear, ask the seller. It should be clear, like here, I'm looking at this one. It says use for personal use or resell for profit. So this is pretty clear here, but if in doubt, just check. This template I bought was editable in Canva, depending on the kind of template you're buying. Like I've purchased templates for Google Sheets and I can edit it in Google Sheets, change the color, change the branding. There's an episode coming on that. I have some tracker logs templates that I bought that I can change around and then sell. So this is just, I'm even though it's not it ain't my first rodeo, I feel like I'm still grasping PLR and done for you. And I know there's a whole thing. You can go down a whole YouTube rabbit hole. It's pretty big. And I'm just scratching the surface. There are folks, all they do is buy PLR and turn that into courses, turn that into ebooks, and turn around and sell it. It is a whole thing. Very, very new. It's funny because in a way I'm not new, because I realize now I've been doing this in some way or another, using templates in some way or another for years now. But I feel like it's turned into a whole industry. I'm going to give you some resources in the show notes. Hold on one second. So the first is from Boss Tools Studio YouTube challenge. I really enjoy her video. She's always breaking something down. Like for me, she makes it simple and clear. Whether I think the first video I watched from her was Pensight. So I use Pensight on my TikTok, and it's like my link in bio. It's like a link in bio site. I'll put the link in the show notes to Pensight, but I watched her breakdown of that, and I've been following her. I've subscribed to her on YouTube ever since and been watching her videos. But she has a video on YouTube entitled, "Are PLR Digital Products Worth It?" So it's like a 6-minute video. It's less than 7 minutes. And she does an excellent breakdown. So that's the first resource I wanted to share outside of what I've already described and discussed. And the second is from a newsletter from Jen Leach on Substack. And it's called Jen's Newsletter, JENN '(S) newsletter. And the title of this newsletter is "I Started Faceless Digital Marketing 5 months ago, Updated Results." I thought this was really interesting, and she shares her journey and the resources she used. So this will give you more of an idea of that industry that I was alluding to, which again, if you fall down the YouTube rabbit hole, you'll see digital marketing, faceless digital marketing, PLR, done for you courses. And these courses can get, for my budget, quite expensive, like hundreds of dollars. And then there are also ebooks you can get that are way less, that might get you going. And there are a ton of free YouTube videos. This is, again, it can be a total rabbit hole. You can expect for me to be talking about this more. As I learn more, there'll definitely be more episodes because, again, I have templates that I've purchased and I haven't put together yet, like for example the Google Sheets one. So yeah, I'll be talking about this more, and I hope to expand my knowledge. But based on what I do know and the resources I have, I wanted to share them now. Everything I mentioned will be in the show notes in terms of courses and a couple of samples. I'll put a link to my digital planner in Etsy, and I'll put a link to my journal, which I created, which is on Pensight, and I think it's also on Payhip. Anyway, all the things will be in the show notes. Let me know if you are into PLR and templates, and if there's anything I didn't cover that you'd like me to cover. You can send me a DM at Joddie@snackysays.com. Snacky Says is my other podcast, and that's my biz email address. Or you can send me a note on Bcast, an audio message, and you'll see that feature on the Bcast page where Joddie Tried It is housed. Again, all links will be in the show notes. Thank you so much for listening. Hey, thanks for listening to this episode of Joddie Tried It. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my newsletter at joddie.substack.com. That's JODDIE.substack.com. And please share with a friend or three. Thanks for listening.